Yeah, so what's up? We're out here in Cantare for the Underdog Day rehearsal. It's gonna be happening tonight. There's balloons. I feel like my concentration levels just went this little. Balloons fascinate me. I'm hanging out with Mega. He's the winner of the Underdog in March. He's from kwaNdebele. Well, he's repping kwaNdebele. How you doing, bro?
Doing good on yourself, sister.
Don't be shy. I make him shy.
I'm not shy, I'm nervous.
Why are you nervous though?
Like, I'm not used
I know I'm beautiful.
Oh.
We might need to cut that out. Okay, look. Don't be nervous. This is your moment, own it. You worked hard for it, you're the underdog winner, my G. Say it. I'm the underdog winner, my G.
I'm the underdog winner.
No.
Let me bring in my superstar game.
Me.
Me.
Good. I'm the underdog winner, my G.
I'm the underdog winner, B. Scared.
I like it. Almost there. After the interview, you're going to do it again, and I know it's going to sound better. So, you're currently living in Alexandra.
Yeah.
Did you decide to move to Joburg? I mean, why are you here? I mean, it's a twisted question, but I want to know why you left kwaNdebele to come live in Joburg.
Like, I'm just here for the music, Like, I decided to leave home and pursue my dreams, That's just it. That's the reason I came to Joburg. That's just it.
How young are you? Don't tell me your age, but are you post school? Did you finish school? Did you drop out? Are you in varsity? Like, I'm trying to sketch you out in terms of leaving home to pursue my dreams. How far are you?
I was in school, but then we kind of like decided to drop out, me and the crew, and like go after what we want to do, Go after the love and then pursue our dreams.
How's that been working out? It's you and the team. So were you guys all in school together, or are there other people that are able to like kind of guide you guys in everything that you decide to do?
We were in school together, but then it was like something we didn't want to do because initially we were doing engineering, So at the end of the day, we want to be musicians, we want to be producers, so that's what we wanted to do, So we wanted to go to Boston, but then the finances went there, So we decided to say, man, let's go after this, let's do this, let's drop out and then probably get a 9 to 5 and then do our thing, So yeah.
Look, I know Boston is expensive, okay? But with the 9 to 5 thing, so you guys have side jobs that are financing the hustle right now.
Yeah. We do have side jobs. That's why, like, we're here right now. We poured petrol. We got here. So yeah.
And your parents, it's always so difficult. And I know I grew up in a village, so it might be different for you. But I know it's always so difficult for parents from that kind of environment to let go of their kids to go into the devil city type vibe. How is it at home, leaving home with a squad?
Very like nothing's pumeka. About like but then Nasvaya, they were actually very supportive because we started this from high school. We started doing music, performing like in high school, and then after grade 12, like we were in varsity, but then we were still doing music at the same time. So they approved. When I decided to say, look, I set them down. I said that, like we spoke about this. We had a meeting with the team, okay, to say you talk to your parents, and then like we set them down, and then we explained everything. We explained how you actually going to make money off this, because that's all they want to know. How are you going to make a living off this? And then we explained that, and then they were like, okay, cool, we support you.
I think I actually never thought about it like that. It's a brilliant idea because the first thing you do when your parents are like, no music, you're like, you don't understand. But I think your approach of explaining how, because that's what they can't wrap their heads around, how music can make money. And I really appreciate how you're saying that we explained to them how this can come to an income. I never actually thought about it like that. But let's talk about, the music. You do Skhethu Rap. What is Skhethu Rap?
Well, Skhethu Rap is like, let's say it's Skhethu Rap / kwaNdebele trap. So basically, I rap, I trap, and I sing. So when I rap in isiNdebele, and then when I trap, I also trap in isiNdebele. So you can like from the sound, everything is just in Ndebele. Like if I decide to switch up from English and then go to Ndebele and then like Venek rather, like I do Ndebele. So that's just Skhethu Rap.
Trap is kind of like a phenomenon that's really huge right now, It really was slow in 2011, when Migos was still like, who these guys, But now it's big. But before the rise of trap, what were you doing? Because you're saying you're doing Ndebele trap. That kind of sounds like that's your career. But I mean, there was a time when there was no trap. So what were you doing before then?
I was rapping. Like I was basically strictly rapping. I could say at that time I was still trying to find myself. You know what I mean? I hadn't mastered singing that much as I can sing right now. But then I was still rapping Gakulu rather than singing, you know what I mean? So it was back in the day, I mean, like you were supposed to rap, you know what I mean? So the influence was rap back then. So now it's trap and then you have to switch up and just trap.
I really get happy when I hear Venda, Tsonga, sometimes Xhosa, Pedi, Ndebele rappers. Because those are kind of the languages that are not always, in the mainstream. It's always Zulu, Tswana, and Afrikaans. Afrikaans too is marginalized than English. It's a very big decision to carry the whole of kwaNdebele in your music. It's so easy. I mean, you're fluent in English as well. It's so easy to also just, do the English thing. But I mean, does it even make it more difficult to write in Ndebele? Because I know I can speak my language, but if I'm writing a poem, it has to be different. It has to be. I have to have petty proverbs. How is the writing process for you in Ndebele?
Well, it's actually not problematic. Like it's pretty much simple because if you get to think about it, the more you do something is the more you get better at it. You know what I mean? So I started off really like having troubles. Yeah, when I was writing this Ndebele, like I had a problem with okay, ngiyabhala ngeSkhethu, but then I wasn't really there. I wasn't 100 with it. Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? So, but then now, like, it's pretty simple. Like, I could just get in the booth and then I just get to it.
How are the people back home receiving you? You're Archer and Alex, aka Joburg. You're doing the things. Now you're on the internet. How are people receiving you, especially with that Ndebele part? I saw your artwork. It's got the Ndebele designs. Man, that's so beautiful. As a young person, for you to own your culture like that and say this is what I want to do. How are people receiving you?
Shout out to Sab Malola for the sleeve, by the way. Ekasi, honestly, like.
Hold up. Is that Sab Mawela, the guy that does the podcast?
Yeah.
Oh, my nigga.
Shout out to you. Shout out to MLT Hip Hop, man. Well, Ekasi, I feel like Nang Sekasi, and when I perform like things like that, I feel like Lil Wayne, Ekaslami, like I felt like Ekasi, I'm embraced, you know what I mean? Like everywhere I go, when I get to perform, like the response is always positive. You know what I mean? Like the music that I do, like it's always overwhelming. Like I honestly, I don't get used to it. You know what I mean? Like walking out of my crib and then arriving a complex, and if people say, "Oh my God, sure, oh my God," yo, you know what I mean? Like it's always overwhelming.
I think it starts there. It's also so beautiful because those are the people that will carry you and will own you when you get to a bigger platform. How are you finding yourself in the Joburg scene? Making connections. You have to make connections. You have to get gigs. You have to collaborate with some artists. How is that going? How are you fitting in here?
Like right now, honestly, it's still a bit hard. You know what I mean? Like I have to be honest, it's still a bit hard. But then I feel like we're getting there. Even though like a lot of connections we haven't made them as yet. Like CCP's a competition and trying to penetrate like radio stations and whatnot. So in terms of collaborations, I haven't collaborated with anybody as yet from this side. You know what I mean? Like, okay, Nasekas, like I'm gonna collaborate, But then yeah, I will in due time.
I would suggest, for me, I always preach about community radio stations. Start there. Those kind of people, they open a little bit of a door for you. They unlock it, and then you have to find another way to get someone to open. But I mean, go to the small stations, your Vows, your UJFMs, your Alex FM. You have a station at Alex, Jose. You know what I mean? So those kind of things, those kind of connections, they kind of build you to like a better place. Who are some of the people that you're listening to or you're looking forward to working with? Like you said, you haven't worked with anyone yet, but I mean, obviously there's somebody that you're checking in your zone, and even some of the big guys, eventually that you might like to work with. Who are some of those people?
Teleman. My nigga, if you're watching this, just highlight your boy.
Yo, Teleman, I'm going to send you a fax, my dear. I actually happen to love Teleman. I love him.
The guy is nice. The guy, like he really inspires me a lot, even though I trap. Like at the state that I'm in, like I'm trapping a lot, but then I love singing. Like I really love singing. So.
I feel like you're throwing hints. Like, okay, you are trying to get us to call Gareth Cliff. Gareth. It's happening. We're faxing you. But listen, what's the plan with, Chelabantu? I don't know if I'm saying it because there's a Ndebele way of pronouncing things. Who's this person that's spreading rumors about you? Is this a true story? And don't lie to us.
Okay, let me explain the song. The song, I wrote the song because I knew that people would actually relate to it. You know what I mean? If you listen to it, it's actually a Kasich song. It talks about the things that happened in the hood. You know what I mean? So it wasn't really a personal thing. Like, honestly, really. Yeah. It wasn't a personal thing. I just wrote it from a point of view, which, okay, I'm looking at the hood and these are the things that happen in the hood. That's just it. Even if I do have beef with someone, like I just go at it, like go to the studio, record a track, and then
I always ask artists this: what would you like to see happening in the game? You're very hopeful. You'd like to work with some of the upcoming guys. You also would like to get to your nasty C levels. But I mean, undoubtedly, you have to still work on yourself. What would you like to see happening in the game that will also enable you to get to the place where you want to be?
I don't know, man. Like, I feel like we need more platforms like this. You know what I mean? Like, Slicker is doing a lot for the hood. Like, Slicker is doing a lot for us. You know what I mean? So I feel like we need platforms up and like, I didn't want to touch on this, but then we're facing piolas and whatnot. You know what I mean? So we're facing a lot of challenges, honestly. You know what I mean? So nangafuga at least isn't this jalo. Like, I think we could get ahead. You know what I mean?
This is Mega. He's from kwaNdebele, rapping Pumalanga. He's the underdog winner for March. Hey, you have to do it again. I'm the underdog winner, my G. We're done now. You have the energy. You are here. You are here. You're a superstar now. Yeah. I believe in you. I believe in you.
Yo, I'm the underdog winner, my G. 1022, stand up. You know what it is. It's a boy MG. Squat.
Broadcast live